Ever wondered how to make a perfect Chinese hot pot at home? It's easier than you might think. Chinese hot pot, or huoguo, as it's known in Mandarin, is a mouth-watering communal feast that's steeped in tradition. Originating from the Eastern Zhou dynasty over 2,000 years ago, it's a popular dish across China and beyond. It's more than just a meal. It's an experience that brings people together around a bubbling pot of deliciousness. The beauty of hot pot lies in its variety and adaptability. You can customize it with your favorite ingredients, and the broth flavors can range from mildly savory to blazingly spicy. In this video, we're going to guide you through the process of preparing a perfect hot pot step by step, from sourcing the ingredients to setting up the pot and cooking your feast. Ready to dive into the world of Chinese hot pot? Let's heat things up. First things first, gather all your ingredients. This is crucial to the hot pot experience. The heart of Chinese hot pot is the broth, so let's start there. You'll need a good quality chicken or vegetable stock as the base, supplemented with garlic, ginger, and Szechuan peppercorns for a punch of flavor. Next up, the meats. Thinly sliced beef, pork, or lamb are the traditional choices, but feel free to get creative. If you're a seafood lover, prawns, scallops, or even a nice white fish would work wonderfully. The vegetable lineup is flexible. Napa cabbage, mushrooms, and bok choy are great starters. And let's not forget about tofu and noodles. Silken tofu and glass noodles are the usual go-tos, but feel free to substitute with your favorites. Finally, the dipping sauce. A simple soy sauce, sesame oil, and chive mixture would do the trick. But feel free to experiment with your own combinations. Once you've got all your ingredients lined up, it's time to start prepping. The soul of a hot pot lies in its broth, so buckle up for some simmering action. Now let's dive into the heart of any great hot pot, the broth. The perfect broth is a blend of ingredients, simmered gently to coax out their flavors. Start by bringing water to a boil in a large pot. Next, it's time to add your choice of meat or bones. These can be chicken, beef, or pork, and they form the backbone of your broth. Now comes the fun part, the spices and aromatics. Toss in garlic cloves, ginger slices, star anise, and a handful of Szechuan peppercorns. These not only give the broth a kick, but also imbue it with that characteristic hot pot aroma. Allow this medley of flavors to simmer for a good few hours. The result? A flavorful base that's both rich and robust, ready to take on whatever you dip into it. Now that the broth is ready, let's move on to the actual hot pot. The stage is set, and it's time to assemble your hot pot. You're about to embark on a culinary journey that's as fun as it is delicious. Start by placing the pot in the center of your table. This will be the heart of your hot pot experience, where all the magic happens. Next, arrange your ingredients around the pot like a colorful mosaic of flavors. You'll want to have everything within easy reach once the action starts. Now, pour your broth into the pot. Whether you've opted for a spicy Sichuan broth or a milder bone broth, this will be the canvas on which your hot pot masterpiece will be painted. Fill it about 2/3 full to leave room for all the ingredients you'll be adding. And there you have it. Your hot pot is all set up and ready to go. It's a sight to behold, isn't it? With the hot pot set, let's move on to the cooking. Now comes the fun part, cooking the hot pot. It's a communal experience where everyone gets to be their own chef. You start by submerging your chosen ingredients into the simmering broth. Thinly sliced meat, for example, needs just a quick dip, say about 10 seconds. Vegetables, on the other hand, might need a bit longer, depending on their thickness. Tofu and mushrooms are generally cooked until they soak up enough of the broth's flavor, which might take a few minutes. Seafood, like shrimp and fish, should turn a bright color, indicating that they are cooked. For dumplings or meatballs, wait until they float to the top of the pot. Dipping sauces come into play next. Once your ingredients are cooked, you can dip them in your preferred sauces for extra flavor. Once everything is cooked to your liking, it's time to dig in. And there you have it, a perfect Chinese hot pot right in your home. Today we journeyed together through the simple steps of creating this delicious culinary masterpiece. We started by gathering our fresh ingredients, then moved on to preparing that flavorful broth which sets the foundation for our hot pot. We set up our hot pot, arranging the ingredients aesthetically, and finally, we cooked it, letting the flavors blend to create the perfect harmony. The beauty of a Chinese hot pot lies not just in its taste, but also in the experience of making and sharing it. It's a meal that brings people together, warming hearts as much as it warms the stomach. So next time you're looking for a fun communal dining experience, remember how easy it is to whip up a Chinese hot pot right at home. Enjoy your hot pot. And remember, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more delicious recipes.